Happy Friday, Enablers. Mike Kunkle here. Welcome to this week's edition of Sales Enablement Straight Talk. Today, I want to talk about measuring the ROI of your sales enablement programs. First, I should disclaim that this is a complex topic that is well beyond the scope of a simple video and one newsletter. That said, I will do my best to provide a kickstart here for you and what I hope will be some helpful perspective. The written newsletter will have even more detail with resources to explore, and I'll provide a link to that as always. So let's get into some of the key considerations that can either make or break your ROI reporting efforts. ROI, or return on investment, is a calculation. It requires knowing what you've invested in an initiative and what returns or gains you've achieved. The general formula is this. You take the gains, which are the results you've achieved or the returns, minus the investment, which is the expenses or cost you've incurred, divided by the investment and multiplied by 100. If I invest $1,000 and my sales force improved performance by $2,000, I would take the $2,000 gains, subtract the $1,000 investment, divide by the $1,000 investment, and multiply times 100. That would be a 100% ROI. Now, the part that makes this tricky for calculating ROI for sales initiatives is that the sales force is already producing revenue, so you can't count all of their production after the investment. You need to estimate what they would have delivered without your involvement, preferably with a trend line, and then calculate the additional or accretive results that your initiatives help produce. Then, to make it even more complex, in the world of evaluation and attribution, we must often agree to accept logical and reasonable evidence versus cold hard proof. There is a way to make this work, though. I've often joked that all evaluation is a lie, and what we need to do is get together and agree on the lies that we'll all believe. That's a joke and hyperbole, but it's not far off. If you don't gain alignment up front on what you'll measure, how you'll analyze those results, how you'll report it, you are setting yourselves up for failure. If those to whom you're reporting the results can pick apart your analysis, you will lose all credibility. Dead in the water. This concern often holds enablers back from attempting ROI analysis, but that's not necessary. The opposite of what I just said is also true. Get alignment first. Work with your executives, your senior sales leader, your business analyst, sales or revenue operations, your finance team, or whoever will be helping with the plan, analysis, and reporting, and especially with those you'll be reporting it to. Get their feedback and do the analysis work in whatever ways they recommend. Then later, when you report results, they won't be able to shoot it down. With that alignment in place, identify the metrics you want to track, both the expenses and the expected outcomes. Consider all the feedback from your charter and measurement partners and your executive team. Collect the data on the metrics, analyze the data and identify trends and patterns, and then make adjustments to your sales enablement program based on your findings. Get the results you need, and then report it. In the newsletter, you'll find some more detailed advice about the difference between tracking overall expenses and overall performance versus tracking for targeted metrics, which is a bit different. You'll also find links to articles, an ebook, some other newsletters, a slide deck, and some books. Check out those resources to dig deep and become a master of evaluating your program initiatives and reporting on the results and ROI you've delivered. That's it for this video, enablers. I hope this helps. Stay the course and make an impact with enablement.